Different programs on Python. So today we are just accessing the built-in functions. Like Python offers several built-in functions to perform various operations on lists. Okay, which can be append, which can be insert, extend, index, remove, sort, reverse. All these things are there. So first of all, in the interactive mode of Python, we will just cut out this append item. Okay, so the how the option how a particular options can be appended into it. Okay, so let us go to the once to see the functionality of the append function once more. So we have done these programs, but still again once again I am just repeating this one in order to make you understand it better. Okay, so append method adds a single item to the end of the list. It does not create a new list, rather it modifies the original list. Okay, so the thing is that, so I'm doing append method. Okay, append method, you can see out here append method is just a simple program I'm writing so in order to understand. So a list may be taken as list one. Okay, list one equals to, you can say out here 10, 20, okay, 30 and 40. So this is a simple list has been taken. And now what is happening, we are just happening list one dot append. Okay, append, what we are adding, we are adding a value, any value you can say 50. All right. So we are adding 50 out here, and then we are doing the print. Okay, print of this one. Okay, print and then list one. Fine. So print and list one. Also, when you are executing, you see the execution also. Whenever you are executing this one, first of all, it will ask for saving. Source must be saved. Okay, to save. Okay, this to be saved first. So I'm just writing the saving name. Okay, under the working directory of XY, that is append. Append program. Append. Okay, append program. Okay, like this, simple. Okay, so you try to understand it very simply. Okay, so there is an error. It is saying. So what is the error? Okay, you are giving here comma. Sorry, full stop instead of comma. Okay, so it will be given comma. So this way you will learn the steps of debugging also. So I'm showing you it practically. Okay, run module and then clicking on OK. Fine. So what is happening? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. These values have been appended. You can see it clearly. Okay, what is the things? 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. So what is happening out here? The existing list was having the first four values 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50 has been appended. So where it has been appended at the end of the list. That is the purpose of the append function in list. Here, next is like that. We can append some more of this kind of values. So I can add it over here. Suppose I'm taking here equals to color equals to, say I'm giving out a red. Okay, red red, comma green. Okay, and then comma then yellow. Okay, what is the thing? Oh, yellow. All right, yellow. So this is the list. All right. So now the thing is that what I'm doing out here, I'm appending a value color dot color color dot append at the end of the list. I am adding out here a value out here like this, say purple. Okay, purple purple. Okay, and then what I'm doing, I'm just printing it now. So just give me the color color. So what has been appending out here? Appended out here, purple color has been appended at the end of the list. So this is the purpose of the append command. All right. So in this way, what can you apply on it, that you can add an element by using this particular function, which is called append method. You can add a particular value at the end of a list. Okay, that is the thing. So we can do a program on the basis of this on the append command. Okay, so what we are doing, adding an element at the end, not at the end, adding an element in a list. Okay, in a list. All right. So what we are doing, actually we are taking a function. All right, definitely. Then I'm taking a function name add value. All right, add value. Okay, and putting a colon sign. Def is the keyword in order to define a function. All right, so add value colon. So we're taking a list out here. So what is this? An empty list. Last time I had shown you one of this kind of program. L equals to empty list. Fine. Now n equals to, I'm taking, sorry, small n I'm taking. Okay, input. Okay, input. What are the things? Total number of values in the list. Okay, total number of values in the list. Okay, in the list, and then putting column and then enter. Okay, so the this statement is over. So I'm taking I equals to 1. I'm using the while loop. All right, So while what? While I is less than or equals to n. All right. While I is less than or equals to n, then what is going to happen? Okay. So a equals to what? Int. Sorry, not int. I'll just extend it by input. Input. Enter element. All right. Enter element. Fine. Enter element. A simple program. I'm showing you how to add values. All right. Input enter element. All right. Now what I will do out here, I will just take the even values. All right. So what I'll do, I if a modulus 2 equals 0, then colon. Okay. Then what is happening? L. So it's capital L dot fn and then a. So only the event value will be added out here by this particular program. So now what is happening? L append A. That means when this condition will be satisfied, in that case L dot append means like appending will take place, otherwise not. All right. So the thing is that what is happening afterwards? I am increasing in the particular after increasing this one. What am I doing? I'm just doing I equals to I plus 1. Okay. So I equals to I plus 1 means I'm going for the next value. Okay, because I can have the facility to enter n number of values into it. Okay, that I have to define first. All right. Then when come out here, and then I will do out here print L. All right. What is that? Print, and then I will just capital L out here. Now this program is over. So I will just execute it. But before execution, I have to save it. Okay. So I'm saving it now. Adding an element. Okay. Adding element. Okay. Element. All right. This the name has been given and then saving it. All right. So what is happening out here? This particular thing restart. What it is saying? Input total element, total number of values. Okay, into the list that I have to do. So first of all, I'll int. Okay. So the thing is that I did not call this one. Okay, just I'm giving this one. So first of all, I did have to call this particular method. Okay, add value. Okay, add value, and then it will be called. Okay, function call has not been. That's why and nothing was appearing. Okay, int you may give, you may not give. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, so click on OK out here, and then what is happening? You see now it is asking me total number of values to be inserted. Okay, so it is 6. I'm taking 6 values. Okay, enter element say 45. Okay, enter element say 24. Okay, enter element 32. Now enter element 5, enter element 67, enter element 8. All right, now you see what is happening. Okay, enter element 7. Okay, enter element 80. Okay, enter element 90, enter element 92. Okay, like this. Okay, so now you see out here I have taken total values in the list will be 6, but it has run more number of times. Why? Because I is increasing only when an even number has been appended in the list. You see in the list I have added so many even odd numbers that have not been added, only except this what have been appended in the list, only the even numbers. Odd numbers have not been added. All right, that is the thing. So though even I have given 6, but I value is increasing only when this is true. That's why it is adding for more number of times. Though even it is starting from 1, I equals to I plus 1, that is becoming 2 only when the condition is true. So that is why it is happening. So until and unless you are not filling the list with the 6 even numbers in the particular list, it will not be added. It will not be ended, this program. Okay, that is the thing. So now what else can you do is that if I want to change this, suppose so odd number I want to fill up with. Okay, excuse me, this spelling values. All right, so odd number. So what I have changed, a modulus 2 equals 1. Okay, so any odd number when you are dividing, the remainder will be left as 1. All right, now run module, click on OK. So you see adding element. Okay, see now I am adding how many values? Say I'm taking again the 6 values. Okay, now say 32, 44, 7, 71, 3, 40, okay, 99, 21, 3. Okay, see here what is happening here in this particular list, the even numbers have not been added, instead the odd numbers have been added. So this is the thing, in this way you have to do. So the thing is that what actually exactly you want, you are using the append function out here in order to add element in a list. All right. So that's the thing. So I hope you understand this appending. So appending occurs at the end of the list. So when 7 has been added, the next value has been appended out here with a value of 17. So you see, none of the values have been jumbled up. All are in given in sequence. Okay. So whenever the appending we are using, that's why the addition of the values or the adding of values takes place at the end of a list, and at a time only one value will be inserted. Let us do now some other thing with the method. Okay, that's the thing. So now the extend method. Okay, next we are coming to the extend method. So I'm closing this program. Okay, so we're coming to the extend method. What does this do? The extend method actually adds one list at the end of another list. In other words, all the items of a list are added at the end of an already created list. That is the thing is happening. So one list and another list can be joined by using the extend function. All right, now say I'm doing the same thing. Okay, so this is the extend function. Extend function we are doing. Okay, extend function. What does it do? So I'm taking list one equals to, okay, 5 3 8 6 5 3 8 and 6. Okay, for values just I'm taking haphazardly 8 and 6. All right. Achha. Next is what I'm doing. Okay, list I'm doing out here list 2, which is having the two values 12 and 13. All right, that is the thing. So now what is happening? I'm giving the command list 1 dot extend then list 2. All right. So now what is happening? I'm doing the list 1. Okay. So list 1 has been updated with the list value as per the function says. Okay. So the run module I'm doing. So you can see out here. So what is happening? You see this particular program. Again, we have to save it whenever we will execute this program. Okay. So we are doing this run module. Okay. Sorry. Twice it has appeared. Okay. So I'm extending. So extend function. I'm giving the file name extend function and clicking on OK. Fine. So now there is a syntax error has been occurred. Okay. So what the syntax error? Yes, I had forgotten to give this as bracket, close it as bracket. So whenever print has been given, either you give bracket, otherwise don't give bracket. Okay, just to print it in this way. This one, fine. Then click on run. All right. Then click on run module. Click on OK. So now you see that both the list has been added. Okay, this is it is not like you can say somehow it is like concatenation or the joining of the list and all. So that is the thing. So what is happening out here? List 1 and list 2, both the values have extended over here. Okay, now this is a small post program. Okay, Achha, so not program, I can say, just you can say that this is just an functioning to understand how extend function works. All right. So next is coming over here and then opening a new file out here. So this time we are doing the insert function. Okay, what are the insert function? All right, insert function and its utilization. Okay, so what is happening out here? I'm taking a list out here, say a name of list. Many things we have done with the numerics. Now let us do with the some string values. Ajay, Sarup, Sarup, Dilip, Rajan. Okay, these four values are there in the list. All right. Now what is happening here? I'm closing this. Next, what is happening? I want to insert. Okay, names dot insert at the third position. I insert 3. What I have to do? Insert comma, and then what I will do? I will give a thing out here gems. Okay, at gems I'll give 0 1 2 0 1 2, not 3. I'll give it a 2. All right, so 2, and then we put gems out here. All right, and then paint names. Okay, paint names. All right, then what it will display? The original array is original list is Ajay, Sarup, Dilip, and Rajan, and at the third position I want to add gems. 2 means third position because 0 1 2. All right, so run run module. You will see where what is happening now. Okay, so it is the insert function. I'm giving the file name insert function and clicking on OK. Fine. So the thing is that, so what it is coming, you see Ajay, Sharup, then the gems have been added. Okay, so the 0 1 2 position gems have been added and Dilip and Rajan has been shifted. All right, this is the purpose of the insert function. Very simple way to understand the functionality of an insert. So what does it do? The insert function can be used to insert an element or object at a specified index. So here our specified index is 2 and the value is 10. All right. Okay, so that's the thing. This function takes two arguments. These are the two arguments. Okay, the index value means where the item will be inserted, and the value that what to be inserted. That is the thing. So that's what the two, you can see two parameters are given. All right, that is the thing that has been said quite rightly. All right. Okay, fine. So next we are going to another function that is called reverse function. Very interesting one. File. We're just opening the reverse function. Okay, what we will do, the previous programs we will once again open. Okay, just to get the list copied from there, our work will be a bit faster in that case. So we're taking the insert function, that list, particular list. Okay, so that is the thing, and we're just copying this one. Okay, this one I'm just copying. Okay, and you have to open a new file over here. Okay, and you can paste it over there. Sometimes you have to do this one also while doing the practical, because your work may go faster. All right, here's the thing. So now what we are doing, reverse function. Reverse function is very easy. Okay, just you do one thing, names, and a names dot reverse. Okay, reverse means just opposite thing will happen out here, and print here you are doing names. All right, names. Sorry, then Rajan, Dilip, Sarup, and Ajay, the particular list will be inverted, and means it will be just printed in reverse. Okay, so here also the same thing. I'm executing the program. Okay, let's see. The functions have to save first the program while executing reverse program. Okay, reverse function, I mean function. Okay, click on OK, fine. Okay, then what is coming? Yes, see out here it has been reversed. Okay, Ajay, Sarup, Dilip, and Rajan has been reversed. Rajan has come at the beginning, then Dilip, then Sarup, then Ajay. Right, so just the particular thing is list has been reversed. All right, so this is the purpose of the reverse function. You can understand by seeing its functionality. The reverse function in Python reverses the order of elements in a list. This function reverses the item of the list. It replaces a new value in place of an item that already existing in the list. Existed in the list. That means in 0 place it was Ajay. Rajan has been inserted over there. Okay, in 2 place it was Dilip. Okay, so what is happening? Sharup is inserted over there. Okay, in that way. All right. So then Dilip and Ajay has come in the last, and I 3 position it was Rajan and Ajay has been inserted over here. So in this way, the change has been taken place. All right. So that is the thing. So now one more thing that is very important to do, that is the index function. The index function is quite easy to do, and then see we are taking just the list out here for that to understand the index function. Okay, index function. What we do, you see, we're doing it 2-3 ways. Okay, that is the list to 1 equals to say what you call, we are having that to a few values. Okay, some serial value we are taking, and we are taking list. Okay, 1 dot index equals to 5. Okay, list 1 dot index. Okay, say index of say 14. Okay, index of 14, and then we are just giving the print command out here. Okay, say n equals to index 14, since it is taking the index means the number. All right, so what we are doing, we are doing just print, and then bracket we are writing n out here, print n. Okay, the index value of, just giving a command, the index value of the index value is, just give a command, servers, then it is n. All right, here we're doing 1. Okay, then say I'm writing x equals to say Python. All right, what is this? Python. Okay, Python. All right, now the thing is that x equals to Python, then I'm taking p equals to what? X, sorry, p equals to x dot, then x dot, then what will you do? X dot, I'm doing index. All right, index within bracket I'm doing here t. All right, sorry, small t, and then close it. All right, then doing print p out here, print p. Right, simply print p. All right, then I'm doing out here, say x equals to, last time we had copied out here, this one I'm doing, taking the list once again. Okay, names. Okay, then we're doing out here print Okay, names dot index within bracket. Okay, print name dot index. We have to give here a bracket index dot here Sarup, SWAROP, Sarup. Okay, then closing it and then closing this. So this is all what we have done out here. Now run. Okay, and then modulus run module. Okay, then clicking on OK, then say index method. Okay, index method. Okay, index function you're writing, index function. Fine, then clicking on save. All right, now you see what is happening out here. The index value is 2. Out here I have written separately. Index of means 0, 1, 2. It has been calculated and has been printed. All right. In Python, this string, the particular index of t is appearing at 2. That means 0, 1, 2. And here, in case of Sarup, the in the names list, the index value of Sarup is 1. Okay, that has been printed. Now, suppose you have given such a character which is not appearing in the string, and you see out here what is the output. All right, what is the output? Okay, so what is the thing? Value error substring not found. Okay, that is the error will be shown out here. So that's why you have to give a character which is already appearing in the list. And suppose here also I'm changing, so I'm saying out here gems. Okay, gems. All right, now I am executing this one, run. Okay, so just a minute. Run module. Okay, click on OK. So you see out here again that is bug because gems does not found. So it will not show you -1 and all any other value. Okay, it will give you simply an error. So you have to give the list a value which is appearing in the okay list. Then only this particular index will run. Index method will run. So these are the few functions that is I have covered up today. And that is one is the append, another is the extend, another is the reverse and insert. These functionalities have been discussed with you out here and index also. All right. So these are the functionalities that have been discussed with you. So you have seen how to do the practical and definitely implement it practically and change the values, take some other values in order to get the different output and analyze the output after execution of the program. So I will end up here today. Okay, thank you and please do your best.